Welcome to Social Media School. Today's topic is basic still photography. I hope to provide a few hints that can help you be a better photographer, whether your subject is people or wildlife. One of the first decisions you'll make when deciding to shoot a picture is what kind of gear will you work with? A compact camera, a DSLR, or a camera in your phone? Today we'll go over the pros and cons of each. The camera in your phone may have good image quality, but is really best for wide shots, like landscapes and scenics. In fact, most camera phones cannot zoom in at all, so they are sort of limited in use for wildlife shots. Fine for butterflies and small wildlife that you can get very close to. DSLRs have interchangeable lenses and look a lot like the old 35mm cameras. They are full-featured and are the right tool for serious wildlife photography. DSLRs offer the opportunity to use specialty lenses, from this wide landscape lens to this medium telephoto lens or a portrait lens or even this long, super long wildlife telephoto lens. The hundreds of lenses available gives you maximum flexibility. Compact cameras are smaller, less expensive, and don't usually have interchangeable lenses. Some of the larger compact cameras do lend themselves to wildlife photography due to good optical zoom lenses. This brings us to the topic of optical zoom versus digital zoom. Generally, you want the highest amount of optical zoom possible. Better compact cameras have 10x or 12x optical zooms, around 200mm in DSLR lenses. And that's a good place to start for wildlife photography. Optical zoom uses the lens's glass elements to make your subject larger and doesn't hurt your image's quality. Digital zoom isn't really zoom at all. When switching to digital zoom mode, a camera is essentially just cropping your image in the camera, causing a net loss in quality. It's much better to do that selective cropping later in some type of photo editing software. So, when shopping for a compact camera, look for the highest amount of optical zoom you can get and turn off the digital zoom. At some point, you'll see a must-have shot, and all you will have handy is the camera on your phone. Most of these are limited to fairly wide shots. Here's the same wildlife shot on my camera phone and with the big wildlife lens. Since most camera phones have little or no optical zoom, any zooming in with them is essentially digital zoom and only makes the image worse. If you're going to be spending some time doing serious photography, you're going to want to have a nice photo kit that lets you grab and go whenever the urge strikes. I like to use the camera backpack. I usually go out focused on a specific subject, let's say fall scenics or wildlife. For that reason, I don't have to take all my gear with me at once, because the farther you walk, the less gear you want to carry. So let's say today for fall scenics, I just really want to have a couple wide lenses, maybe a medium zoom, and my close-up lens. What else? Accessories. A lot of people only have one or two huge cards. I like to spread my data across several cards so that if my camera card corrupts, I don't lose all those great photographs. What else? Batteries. You want to have a nice camera battery, a couple extra camera batteries. A dirty camera is just part of being an outdoor photographer, so you want to have cleaning supplies, microfiber cloth, wet wipes, and a blower bulb. If you're going to be photographing people, you're going to want to have a photo release. You got to have that permission. Also, if you want to have a little diffusion to get those bright spots off of the flowers, that's good to have too. And last but not least, let's not forget our tripod. Great to stabilize those shots, and you can lash this to the back of your backpack. Let's get back out there. Tripods range in size from the very large to the small. In the case of this wildlife setup, the tripod is a must to hold what is called a gimbaled mount. When zoomed into a flying bird far away, the tripod head allows the photographer to follow the bird's movement. Another handy tripod type is this one with a trigger grip style head that allows for easy one-hand operation. Whether it's holding the camera steady or enabling movement for longer lenses, a good tripod belongs in every photographer's kit. Before we go, let's talk a little bit about the ethics in wildlife photography and videography. As a photographer, it's your job to bring back great images while minimizing disturbance to your wildlife subjects. This is especially important in nesting season or when it's a species of special concern or endangered species. That's it for this installment of Social Media School. Please check out our other tutorials, and thanks for watching.